Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
Here's Winston. Taylor passes to the franchise. Takes a shot at the elbow. And too long on the shot. And here is Landry. Pass to Hicks. It's rebounded by Livingston. And it's Livingston with the ball for Toronto. Winston, no good. Joseph with the ball. Pass to Landry. It's blocked. Here's Winston. And that one is hammered home.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Carr against Taylor. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Shots good by Carr. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's the pass to Winston. Passes it to the franchise. Down low, here's Taylor, banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And so it's the Huskies with it after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Pass to Landry. The hook. The shot comes out.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
A floater. Winston's shot is good.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Patterson. Landry trying to get open. Patterson can't get it to go.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Drills it from outside.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Out left to the wing. Pass to Joseph. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Looking to end the run.
Well, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Toronto leading by 7. And there's the pass to Winston. Throws it up high. Out of hand on it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Taylor. Now here's Taylor. The fast break opportunity. Drills the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Taylor's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Huskies. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Winston, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Landry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Taylor. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Patterson passes to Carr. He dishes it to Landry. Fades away. No good on that one. And Toronto will come the other way.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Huskies call time here.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Hicks. He's covered by Livingston. Hicks kicks to Patterson. Clock at 6. The Huskies need to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
He feeds it to Landry. They need this one. It's deflected.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight. Now, this has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Now Patterson. 17 points in his last outing. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Joseph. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Huskies shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Joseph drops them both. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Winston. Pass to Livingston. Here's Winston. Back to Livingston. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Taylor against Carr. Landry passes to Carr. Over Taylor. Offensive rebound. Hicks. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
There's the 3. Taylor with the rebound. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Toronto. Livingston, that's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's Patterson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Landry. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Toronto in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, we've got Smooth. Person is out there with the Beast, and then it's Little General, and it's Tinsley in at the 3. Here's Patterson after Toronto got the three-pointer. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break Toronto. Taylor's shot, good. Taylor's got 11.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
And Tinsley kicks to Livingston. To the paint, here's Taylor. Huskies with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Now, here's Patterson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Person against Patterson. Fires for 3. Good on the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Patterson. There's the lob to the hoop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hicks. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Patterson can't get it to go.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
The pass to Landry. Over Tinsley. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Outside, Taylor. Feeds it to Tinsley. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Passes to Hicks. And here is Landry. Tinsley covering. Fade away. Landry no good.
Well, he's just really struggling right now, and with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Patterson passes to Green. Kicks to Landry. Livingston with it. He's picked up by Landry. Pass to Tinsley. Tries again, and the layup is good. Tinsley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Patterson passes to Hicks. Back to Patterson. Here's Landry. They could use a bucket. He takes it up and lays it in. Landry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Winston.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Green. Here's Patterson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Brent, clearly a lot of games left on the schedule, but when do players start taking notice of the standings?
Yeah, I feel like All-Star break is always the time, Kevin, where you're looking at things and you're trying to do the math about, okay, let's see, we got 34 games to go. We're going to have to, be 20-14 to get ourselves into this position. But usually at the All-Star break, when guys are away, you take assessment of that, and then that second half of run of where you got to get to in order to be a team competing in the postseason.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Dimes, he's checked in for the professor. And the franchise is subbed in for Person. And Patterson drops them both. And here's Toronto. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Pass to Winston. The dish to Taylor. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's the franchise. That one doesn't drop. And the Huskies going the other way now. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. It's stolen. To the inside. This one for 3. Huskies with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's blocked. Shoots. And he can't bank that one in. The Huskies on offense. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Out to Moncrief. And here is Landry. Back to Moncrief. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots off the step back. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now, here is Landry. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Joseph. Again, the miss by the Huskies. Winston the pass to Taylor. And the shot is good. Taylor's got 17.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The Huskies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. He doesn't get the second one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. You can see the frustration in the quarter. on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Outside Landry. 27 seconds left here in the second. Here's Joseph. Lays it up off the glass.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Winston. He's covered by Landry. From 13, offensive rebound.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And so it's Toronto, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for Toronto, Kenny, what was your impression?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
First of all, where's the intensity on this? This is when a team is punking you like this. You at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Little General in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
They've got Shea. Hicks out there with Carr. Then there's Dimes, and it's Patterson in at the point guard position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Taylor passes to Livingston. It's good. Livingston's got 9.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Patterson with it. He takes it in. That shot off the mark.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. Poked away. Here's Winston. No good from outside.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And here's Joseph for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. The pass to Winston. Here's the franchise. Passes it to Winston. From deep three-point range, Toronto gets it back with a new 14.
great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Now Patterson. Here's the floater.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Winston. Carr covering. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 8 points for Dimes. The Huskies have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Over to the left wing. Landry passes to Hicks. They need this, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hicks has got his first points of the game.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Patterson. Knocked away. Now here is Landry. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Free throw good, Joseph. Green, he's checked in for Patterson. The professor's checked in for Toronto. Person comes in for the Beast. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Toronto. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. The Huskies have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Joseph. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. And so it's the Huskies with it.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Knocked loose. Green taking his time here. Pass to Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Over Person. And Big Red gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Toronto. They're on a 16-3 run. Outside, Taylor. Down low. Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
11 feet away. Rejected by Taylor. And they recover it. They shoot again. Shot by Joseph. No good. For Toronto, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Person against Carr. It's tipped. Outside, Green. Landry finds Joseph. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Taylor's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Person, the pass to Taylor. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Green. Outside Landry. It's tipped. Green against Person. Launches it. It's rebounded by Carr. Carr's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Winston. He's covered by Landry. Didn't think that was going to go in. And that's now 11 points for Dimes.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And here's Joseph for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Here's Winston. He's covered by Landry. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. And so it's the Huskies with it. Outside, Joseph. Shot clock at 5. That's short off the rim. Here's Toronto. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. On the wing, Green. Here's Hicks. Takes a 3. He's off on that one. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Taylor against Moncrief. Here's the franchise. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Moncrief. Dishes it to Joseph. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Free throw good, Joseph. That one misses. And so it's Toronto holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. ABC is out there with the Beast. Then there's Smooth. And it's Pierce. And it's Baker in at the 5.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Changes up. And it's laid in by Brooks.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And here is Brooks. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Brooks, who dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. To the right side. Winston the pass to Baker. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Baker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
And this is how you want to come out of the half: prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Green. Again, the miss by the Huskies. For Toronto, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. The second effort, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for the Monster.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Brooks. Trying to get open is Brooks. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. The Huskies making a switch here. Junior's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Hodges checked in. Toronto on defense. Brooks, the pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Huskies. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Hodges, that's good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Brooks, the pass to Moncrief. And Junior throws it down. Here is Hodges. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brooks outside. That one goes. Count it. Brooks has got his first points in this one.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
That free throw missing. White, he's checked in for Toronto. No luck that time either. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
And so here's Toronto. Back to Livingston. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Shoots from the line. That shot missing. And the Huskies going the other way now. Now the pass to Brooks. He kicks it to Brooks. Back to Brooks. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Livingston. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Hodges. Shoots. Huskies with the rebound. Brooks outside. Pass to Brooks. 1:52 left in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
And the first one drops. Paul's checked in for Smooth. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. And again, Toronto no luck. The Huskies have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Brooks. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Toronto.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Little General.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Brooks misses. White with it. Outside Pierce. The pass to Hodges. Now White. Kicks it to Pierce. Here's the drive. Here's Baker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Junior. Driving inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Free throw good, Junior. And so here's Toronto. And here's White. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.